Welcome everyone to D6, where I, Archie, am bringing together several friends from across the internet to play on a D&D livestream show. No tricks this time, Connor.
No. Yeah, really? I was half expecting it.
Nothing to surprise me with?
Teehee.
Truly a Halloween horror night. Okay.
No fun buttons.
No fun buttons? Damn. Can't believe you.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Alright, so, first and foremost, welcome back, everyone, and we got not too many announcements, except for my failures.
Huh?
I have done it again.
Done what again?
I have forgotten to upload the podcast for last week.
Damn it! Shame! Shame!
I've been busy. Which, if you know me by now, usually in a scenario like this, I'll try and make sure that the episode gets uploaded for our podcast version as soon as possible. I've just been busy. As you can tell, my face is not pretty.
Did you not get the glitter I sent you? Sorry.
No, I did not get said glitter.
How about the lipstick?
I did not get lipstick either, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I've been betrayed. So, aside from my failures, if you guys want to try and just catch up on the episode in general, we do have them uploaded as VODs over on our YouTube channel. I'm also quickly thinking about probably doing shorts for our episodes, whenever little moments that we can look at that might be important to grab more of the audience that I'm relatively sure truly loves us the way they do.
Like
so
most
if you guys
of the times where Connor catches us off guard.
Yeah.
Like
right?
animatics.
Oh yeah. So if you guys are interested, just keep an eye out, not just only over on YouTube, but also over on our Twitter. Also, I have made another executive decision recently. We will be moving not just only to do Twitch streams, but considering that we are not affiliated, thank God, over here on Twitch, we will also be live streaming over on YouTube in conjunction. So that way we can live stream both over on Twitch and YouTube.
Getting fancy.
I have found the method. It is not perfect, but it will hopefully do. However, we will have the chat turned off over on YouTube, and it will only be you'll be only able to chat over on our Twitch channel in hopes that we might be able to see what results might come of that. But as for right now, that's the way things are and the way things are going to be for a little while. But look forward to seeing more D6 live streams on all of our platforms. Alright, that being aside, I would also like to give a nice warm welcome back to our wonderful, wonderful friend Daito, who had been suffering for the past couple of weeks of COVID.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks. Remember, kids, to get your fucking COVID vaccine.
I have to get my third one.
And your booster. Otherwise, you end up having breathing problems. If you're unlucky.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
But I am glad that you're back. I'm glad you're safe.
We missed you. We missed you.
Yes, I miss you guys too. I miss like having fun on these streams. Miss Bra.
We miss the crime children.
Yeah.
It's hard to improv when you're not here.
Gremlins, the little crying gremlins. Yeah. But yeah,
Alright.
It's good to be back.
Alright. Well, I'm glad you are back. So, with that being said, there's no more D6 announcements, other than just to say, hey, since it is the month of October, our wonderful friends over at Gamer Subs have sent me this amazing waifu cup, which is goth, And also, our wonderful CEO, J Slat, fucking that guy, has released a brand new flavor. Which is a better version of this Blue Raz.
Oh, no.
It's called Titty Milk.
What?
If you want some titty milk, head on over to gamersups.gg/shienpai and you'll get 10% off of your titty milk.
We have some emotional damage to titty milk. I can't.
It does not, as Jay Slat, our CEO, has noted, it does not look like cum.
I'm gonna go back to my peach tea. I'm just gonna go sit over here.
Oh my god, this is truly giving me psychic damage.
4d10 emotional damage.
D10 psychic damage.
Psychic damage. It doesn't work. Oh god. All right. Well, that's our sponsor read. I suppose we should jump on into tonight's game of D6. Fuck, cannot wait for this episode to come out.
I need a minute.
Oh, take all the time you need because I'm doing the opening read. Okay. So, where we had last left off, as our adventurers finally make their way to Excelsium in search of an individual known as Savidin, the Lich. You are met with not just only the open bustle of the town of Bolvaka. You split the party 3-1 just to kind of get more information on Savidin, the town, as well as one half of the party, or 3/4 of the party, going to see if you could commune with Erithus. However, you end up running into your grandfather, Citra, who explains that your family is not as closely knitted as it used to be.
It's not awkward at all.
In slowly trying to construct a relationship, Deus, your grandfather, had opened the concept of helping out in search of this Savidin, given that they are themselves a organization of paladins and clerics themselves. However, Dante, in trying to search more throughout the city, you fell on your ass. You fell on your ass relatively hard. You got caught up with what are pirates committing human trafficking. And after almost being thrown into what looks like to be a pit of captured lost souls, you find yourself standing amongst 4 rather imposing individuals who now are quickly trying to scramble to get you back into the pit. And as such, we're starting with Dante today.
Okay.
As you stand there with what looks like to be these 4 large individuals slowly trying to push you back in, what do you do?
All right. Is the door to the ship still open?
Yeah, it goes down into the ship.
All right. So, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to send out a Virgil.
Okay.
Like as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm gonna tell Virgil, go get Drager for me.
As Virgil quickly pops out, listens to what you have to say, it goes. You can see as one of the pirates pulls out one of the crossbow bolts and is going to make an attack onto it.
Alright. Actions. Where's me?
What's Virgil's AC again?
1 sec. I think his AC is 15.
Alright. As the bolt fires, you can see as it just way overhead out of Virgil before he quickly goes up into the sky about 60 feet. And you can see that they have now become far more frustrated. It's just like, alright, Missy, you don't need to put up too much of a fight. Come on! As one tries to grab you. And I need you to make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm gonna make an acrobatics check. 14?
7.
Whew.
As you quickly move to the side and you slap the hand away. Just like, alright. If this is gonna get nasty, we will get nasty.
Oh, you're gonna get nasty with a girl like me. I'll make it easier for you as he changes back into his male form.
You can see as all of them are immediately fucking spooked.
Oh, sorry. Not exactly as pretty, like, in this form. I mean, I think I'm pretty, but definitely not as.
Alright. Let's make this nasty. And you can see as one of them pulls out one of the long swords, 2 more with crossbows, and another with a short sword. I need you to roll me initiative.
Alright. Alright, 4 against 1. Hopefully Dredger gets here in time. 16.
16?
Just listen for the Thomas the Tank Engine theme.
Oh,
Okay. Wow.
What, everybody rolling bad? Or rolling good?
Bad. I'm having a day today. Alrighty. So, you are right here. And you get the first attack.
Alright,
Excuse me, as I grab something.
let me see what I can do. So you said there was 2 with crossbows, 1 with the longsword, and what did the last one have?
What looks like to be this very large scimitar.
Alright, large scimitar. Alright, let me see where my spells are at. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna, Ooh, I have a... Alright, are those steps to down at the bottom, like, where I came in?
Yes.
Okay. And all those people are down below where those steps are, huh?
There are a few passing individuals here and there, but as for the sake of the battle board, like, I've kind of just thinned it out.
Okay.
And
Alright.
like beyond this area is another airship,
Okay.
which actually I might have. I do.
So you're in the port of Miami. I'm kidding.
Oh, no, not Miami.
Skyline's at least nice.
Skyline is very nice. Alright, so it's, Virgil already went out, and he...
Yep. Come on.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to try to get out.
Okay.
So down those steps would be out, or up the steps would be out?
Down them.
Down the steps? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to use my...
Get you about
use-
30 feet there.
30 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna make a attack of opportunity on me?
Actually, 3 of them will, because you were here and had to walk around like that.
Alright, well, I would like to cast my bonus action of Misty Step, or Dark Side of the Moon. Or can I do that?
You can.
I can!
Yeah.
Alright, so I will cast my Misty Step at first level.
It's with the weapon's ability.
Oh, with the weapon's ability, so it doesn't use a spell slot at all?
No.
Okay, alright, then I'll use my Dark Side of the Moon to get past them.
Alright.
And that's a bonus action?
I believe so.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is that guy who's standing closest to the stairs, I'm going to take a... Let me see. So I'm also trying to see what else I can do. I already used my bonus action. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay. Alright. It's your full movement.
Alright, that's my full movement, and... Okay, so I can still use one, action. And... Can I tap myself with guidance?
Fortunately, that is a spell that takes an action, and you used your full action to dash.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Because you used your bonus action to Misty Step.
Okay, alright then. I'll take that. That'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. It's gonna be the end of that turn. Captain. I'll say he's right there for right now. He's still on the steps. These two. Alright. And you're gonna get attacked by 2 crossbows.
Okay, let me see.
Right. First one's gonna be a 12.
It does not hit.
Okay. And the second one's gonna be a 14.
Second one will hit.
Alright. Oh, no wait. Wrong one. Alright, and you're taking 12 points of piercing damage as one crossbow bolt, like, just right between your legs as you're running, just right into the stone, and another one just towards the back of your shoulder as it hits.
Alright, can I use my uncanny dodge to have that?
As long as you can, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, there we go.
And that will be the end of the first round. Dante,
Uh-huh.
with your passive perception of 15,
Uh-huh.
you hear a sound after Virgil had long since managed to get not too far, but there seems to be a sound, almost like the rather large burgeoning sound of wood being cracked under weight. As you hear Vroom, vroom. That's the end of that turn.
All right. What is my line of sight? So, where is the captain right now?
He's currently on the steps up here. I have him down here because he'll fall off.
Okay. All right. Do I have a clear line of sight for him?
You do. You do.
Perfect. All right. So I I'm gonna try to take I'm gonna use my my steady aim, and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
All right. You're giving up your movement for
For
advantage.
advantage.
All right.
Shit. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Oh, thank God. All right, so I am going to use my bonus action of ensnaring strike.
Needs to make a strength save.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to make. Massive bony clients, restrain. Sorry, one second. So he has to beat my spell DC of 15. A strength save. Yeah.
So.
And he's gonna take 1d6 of piercing damage.
Okay.
So let me roll your regular damage.
So he rolled a 13 plus 4.
Ah.
Yeah. So it does beat the DC as you cast ensnaring strike on this arrow as it does hit him. It does hurt as what looks like to be these small tendrils trying to wrap around him. He merely just takes the sword and cuts the tendrils and pulls out the arrow.
All right. All right. Well, can I still send him that damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, damage is still damage.
Okay, so he's gonna take 12, plus an additional 6. So he's gonna take 18 in total of piercing damage.
All right. Oh, it fucking hurts. It's not that he's unhealthy; it just fucking hurts. As he's like, we got to catch that one. Can't let them know. All right. So it's the end of your turn.
Okay.
As this one gets up towards you, he's going to make 2 short sword attacks.
All right.
So the first one's going to be an 11.
Doesn't hit.
The second one's going to be a fucking 6. I am rolling like dookie tonight.
Doesn't hit. He's fucking drunkards.
Fucking switching dice. All right. So, them being here, so 6. All right. He's just out of range, and then I'm gonna move to the crossbows. Actually, make this one go up here. That way they at least have a proper line of sight. They're gonna make 2 attacks. Crossbows. Okay, there we go. So the first one's gonna be an 18.
18.
And the other one's gonna be an 11.
Second one doesn't hit. First one, uncanny dodge.
Alright, and
So roll that damage.
You'll be taking 14 points of piercing damage. Alright. It's now the end of the round. As that large thumping has come to a close. For a moment, there is a bit of silence as you are both blocking an attack, and as the bolts come to a close, you see the airship that is behind you just slightly moves. And you could hear the words as almost as if they're coming from an ethereal place. Oh, treasure.
Oh, you guys are fucked now.
And in a moment you hear a as coming to slam down from the sky onto this one. You see this large, metallically armed Minotaur man with this massive blade on his back and another shield off to the side as he comes stomping down from the sky using Misty Step. Just so terrifying for a Minotaur. This one's... well, he's taking quite a bit of damage.
Oh no, because that's flanking too, huh?
It's not only flanking, it's
Sneak attack.
It's flanking, it's surprised, and also it's fucking gonna hurt.
Don't kill him, just knock him out, please.
Alright. He does 18 points of bludgeoning damage as he comes stomping down onto this one while also taking the damage himself, which is worth nothing to him. 5 points of bludgeoning damage himself as he gets up and like this guy's just being crushed under the weight of a 300-pound Minotaur. Hello, Dante.
Hi, Gredger. So they've got a bunch of trafficking going on in that ship, and they almost threw me in. What are we gonna do about it, bud?
Oh, I know exactly what we're going to do about it. As he's now staring at the captain, and he's like, fire on him, kill him. Now, Dredger joins the fight. All right, Dante, you're up.
All right. Let's see what I can do here. Fuck it. I'm gonna channel Divinity, and I'm gonna use Nature's Wrath on the captain.
Okay.
And he has to succeed either a Strength or Dexterity saving throw of. Sorry, let me read this. Sorry, 1 second. He has to make either a dexterity or strength saving throw of 15.
So he rolled a 13 plus 4. So I'm imagining that does not go through.
Yeah, it does not go through.
All right. As you do, more vines begin to try and come up towards the ground of him, before he manages to stomp and kick them out. All right. It is a short swords guy.
Wait, I can use my movement.
Oh, do you want to use your movement? What are you doing?
So I'm gonna put some space. I'm gonna put some space between me and the captain, and I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna move downwards. Oops. You're fine. No. Yeah, so I'm gonna put as much space as I can between me and the captain, but move downwards where I can still see those guys up on the ship.
You can.
Okay.
You see them. It is your action to have used that divine ability.
Yeah,
so...
understandable.
Okay.
Just trying to put myself in a better position here since Dredger's pulling the heat now.
Yep. All right.
Oh, does that mean
yeah.
Virgil's back?
Virgil will be back momentarily.
Ah, okay.
It's just that Dredger moved a lot faster.
Oh.
Full dash, jump, full dash, Misty Step.
Okay, well I got some space between them now.
Alright. Also, the short sword guy got an attack of opportunity onto you, rolled a 22 to hit.
He hits.
Alright. And that is going to be... It's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Alright, and uncanny dodge once more.
Can't use uncanny dodge in the same turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, wait, no. It was a brand new round. Never mind.
Yeah.
So that's your uncanny dodge right there.
Yeah.
Alright. That's the end of that turn. It is now Dredger's turn. As he's looking at these two guys, he's like, alright guys, come on, let's talk about it. And he picks up the short sword guy just with one hand and he slams his horn into this guy's face. Which which hits for a 30, by the way.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Which that does.
He's been adventuring for quite some time.
Yeah. Hammering horns is a fucking bitch. As this guy hits the floor after a lot of bludgeoning damage, and he still has his other attack, as he walks over to the captain. Like I said, we can talk. Picks him up, slams his other horn into his face. Which once again, it's about 29. And with all the consideration of all the damage you have already done, and he's knocked out too. It's like that one moment with Wayne. It's just like...
Alright, how you know?
How you know? And now he is pointing towards the other two, and they are not looking healthy. They look scared. Out of fear, it is their turn. And they're just gonna fire another 2 rounds of bolts directly at him. Well, with a 23 AC, that won't hit. That equally will not hit. As 2 bolts come flying through and just ping ping. Guys, I said we can talk. And that's going to be the end of their turn. Dante, you're up.
Alright, shit, should I go for it? Do you think a persuasion would work?
Maybe. Possibly. Give it a go. It's up to you.
I want to make a persuasion on... Can I do just one or both of them at the same time?
I think general rules of the game, you can do massive persuasion. It's just that the DC comes a little bit higher because if you're trying to persuade a bunch of people, it takes a little bit of finagling.
Okay. And this would be considered my action, wouldn't it?
Skill checks are usually considered a free action.
Okay, alright, well I'm gonna go for the skill check anyways. Alright, so
Okay.
I'm gonna use persuasion on them. And what I want to say is, it could be you too! Your captain's already down! And let's roll for it. Does a 27 work?
They are heavily convinced that they do not want any piece of this any longer. And they are going to put the crossbows down and just bolt it onto the other side of the ship. And Dredger's staring at you, so like, do you want me to get them? I could go get them. Say what?
You can get them, just don't hurt them.
Oh, I won't hurt them. I'll just rough them up a bit. And you can see his putting the shield away. He claps his hands and he just misty step again. As he's staring down one of the crossbow people. Hello, puppet. With that, given the nature of the situation, they aren't going anywhere, and combat will come to an end.
Ah, delicious. We saved the people!
Yeah, there's like still a bunch of people down below.
Alright.
Yeah, we gotta save those people who are in the ship.
As this situation has gotten relatively loud, it has gained the attention of the local guard here. You can hear the heavy footfalls of the brass blades and men in heavily armored metal as they are coming across as being led by one fairly nice-looking one. Seems a bit more in the higher ranks than the others. As he begins to enter and begins to look around in this environment. He looks at you, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Solely convinced of you having started this, but also a look that is almost with familiarity.
Oh, is this Poppy?
Is that my dad?
As the helmet comes off, you can see what are this long hair with slightly blue tinge, the very olive-colored skin most Celsians have, and those bright golden eyes familiar of your friend. I know you. And that's where we're going to move over to the rest of the party. So, as you guys, having waited very patiently, thank you.
No worries. Things gotta happen.
As you guys are currently being led to a sleeping quarters, as being offered from earlier, you see one of the Sun Sand Templars opening one of the doors and kind of just showing, well, this is where you'll be free to stay for the night for the lot of you.
Well, there is one more of us that we have to go find. There's 4 of us.
Ah. Well, I think they... Do they know that they're coming? Or do they know where to go?
No, I told them to meet us back by the airship dock when we split up.
Aye. Then feel free to return here when you so desire. Just try not to be late.
What is late?
Around 10-ish?
And what actual time is it? Like,
Somewhere around 7.
okay. Yeah, alright. Now that I know where to go, for sure I won't break that curfew.
There are others here who like to rest.
Understood.
Who like to make sure it remains quiet.
Yeah. We've left our friend for quite some time now, and it feels off. She's looking at Leo and literally like, we gotta go find Dante.
Very well. I will inform the Archbishop your temporary leave.
Thank you. And she'll like give a polite bow to him, of course.
Very well. As the Sun Sand Templar removes himself from the situation, the three of you are left to your devices.
Yeah, it's been a bit long. I feel like we should probably go find him now.
I agree.
And I have a fairly better understanding of where to go now. I'm sorry for getting us lost earlier. It's been a while.
Sorry.
She'll start heading back out towards the streets to head back towards the airships.
Alright. As all of you traverse into the late night, as it's getting closer and closer.
It's getting colder and colder.
Yep. Getting very cold here as the temperature here can vary wildly when it comes to very dry areas.
Yeah, like 30 at night, like 90s during the day kind of deal.
Yeah. As you all begin to make your way back to the docks, you notice that there is a massive increase of brass blade guards here.
Oh no. You don't think... It can't. I have a feeling it is. She just hangs her head.
I want to give Dante the benefit of the doubt. But they have a track record.
Yep. These are the brass blades, though, so these are, like, the guards of this area, so we gotta be careful. Okay? So she'll... hopefully...
Bura, and Bura, considering you are with the rest of this party, get the faint feeling that somebody might have done something here.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
That's right.
Would you like to elaborate
You know Dante relatively well.
You know this is his doing.
We better hurry up. I don't think Dante is. Oh boy.
I just hope he's not getting arrested.
Knowing Dante, he probably got arrested 3 times already.
Don't say that! Like, she's just, like, inward panicking.
Dante just straight chilling over here.
So,
Arrested 3 times.
in under an hour, damn.
Wouldn't be too uncommon. As all of you are slowly making your way through the airship docks here at Devitsport, you are met back where your original ship is, and not too far, about 4 or 3 ships over, you notice that the brass blades are heavily congregated there. As you make your way over and begin to inspect the area, you notice that there is a Dante currently giving his full confession and report to the familiar man that is your father.
Oh.
As well as a very proud-looking dredger in his efforts, currently helping what looks like to be several children, men and women out of an airship that look just dilapidated and homeless and just overall just downtrodden by this whole experience.
That may be her dad, but he's still doing a job, so she's just kind of quietly, if Dante could see her, she'd be like, what are you doing? Just mouthing it like, what happened?
Does Dante see this?
You see this.
Okay, Dante's gonna be like, shrug his shoulders, like, but not saying anything.
It's like look up at Dredger at the same time, like, what is going on?
As
What do you mean, shrug?
And Leo's like,
It wasn't
to
my
turn
fault
back
this
and
time!
see, noticing that Dante is kind of like, was like, he notices that as he looks back as he sees you, Citra.
hi. It's just like that sheepish, like, oh no.
and almost with a full stride, he comes walking across and kind of just like moving a couple of brass plates aside as he comes stepping towards you. And not even to hug you, he's just standing there almost stalwart.
Did you say something, Di?
I said,
Oh.
I'm glad to see that you have returned home.
Temporarily? For now?
Do you not think to send a letter to me or Mother?
A lot's happened. Like, a lot. So, we didn't quite have that kind of time to do that. Is my friend getting arrested?
Quite luckily, no.
Oh, thank God. She just lets out that breath.
What?
In fact, your friend has helped us solve a massive investigation of human trafficking.
What?
We've been trying to hunt down this small group of individuals who've been human trafficking to the south. And quite luckily, even though by happenstance, managed to uncover and quickly dismantle at least this branch of a very large tree.
Oh. Well, that's great news.
Curiously, though, I am wondering why you did not come to see me.
Are you really gonna make me explain this out here right now?
I think it best to explain this in the palace, then.
Okay. She was hoping to avoid the palace at all costs.
I hope your friend will also be joining us, considering that they just earned themselves a great boon.
Oh, Dredger? Dante? Both of them?
As Dredger's all like, oh no, I gotta keep watching the airship, so Dante gets all the reward for this one. Sorry.
Thanks for helping him.
Thank you,
Oh,
Dredger.
no problem. Oh, no problem. What I do best.
Just vanishes. Right? Citra would just kind of like, okay. And then she'd look at Leo and Buddha going, I guess we're going straight to the palace then.
Ross shrugs and moves.
Okay.
See, as his
It'll be
eyes
nice to have a
do
guide.
you do notice his eyes do kind of trail you a bit, Burra.
Yes. Something strikes your fancy?
Citra would just look at him like, what are you doing?
Well, he's looking at me.
No, it's nothing. Sorry.
Dante's gonna lean over to Bruh. It's probably because you're so handsome.
Listen, the way I drew him, agreed.
So that's how it is in Excelsium.
He's probably looking at my locks. He swings his head around like he's in the wall around my shoulder.
Oh my
Dante
god.
just fanning himself. Oh, I can't take another moment.
L'Oreal, because I'm worth it.
I don't think you've met them officially last time. You've now officially met Dante, but this is Leo, or Leodon, and this is Buddha. These are my other two associates, my friends.
Nice to meet you.
A pleasure. Let us get out of the cold night first. I'm still partially on duty.
Understood.
Yeah.
As the group of you are slowly taken through Excelsium, or through Volvaka again.
She's so worried about being yelled at by her mom.
You all find yourself as the night gets colder and colder, and the hour gets later. You are met with the massive gates of the Sultanate. As they slightly open just enough for a small line of people to walk through and reclose behind. You see what is this massive area which leads up to what is the palace here. The entire front end seemingly has been taken by cactuses and succulents and what are stone gardens and plant life that would survive in a very dry environment like this. And they are coordinated perfectly. Almost as if a lot of time gets spent on this area. As you all make your way through and enter the palace, in this main foyer area and moving through some of the hallways before what looks like to be a private residential area for those who are massively important to this kingdom. And as you enter with what looks like to be almost like a house within a house.
A house
The
within
door-
a house. Okay.
Yep. Several of the brass blades finally leave the rest of you, and your father enters through this door, and the bright smells of cooking food and the low flames that kind of keep everything well lit. The shades of blues and browns, as well as what looks like to be the massive, a somewhat well-carved design of Erithus, much like the one at the temple, only this one, very small, made for a home, is here within this small living area. As you all enter, you can see your father beginning to just unbuckle and start removing armor pieces, and finally putting everything onto what is this armored stand. As he walks over towards you, Citra, and gives you a massive hug.
Aw. She'd happily give it back. She was just doing her best to be respectful while he's working.
Oh, God. I've missed you so much.
Missed you too. At least this time there are no, sudden invasion of demons.
I have to agree. Sorry for all the pomp and circumstance to all of you. I do have an appearance before my guard to keep up. But I am vastly curious. What are all of you doing here?
Oh boy, that's a long story.
Well, I mean, there's no harm in telling him.
No, we're here specifically because, I met your mom, and she told me to come here to find Savita.
Surprise!
You can see there's a level of, there is a level of, not uncertainty, but also, temporary worry on his face. That's fine and all.
Mm-hmm.
Given that you work at the EHS, I feel like that there is more to this Savidan, though.
Well,
Officially, we are here on behalf of the EHS.
yeah.
Hopefully as dignitaries, I imagine.
That is correct, sir.
It is considered customary to at least approach the Sultanate with this notion before exploring the rest of the city. How long have you all been here?
We've only
It
been here
hasn't been long.
for a few hours, maybe at most. I also met my grandfather, that apparently you don't talk to.
You can see what was initially curiosity turns sour. Citra, do not talk to him again.
Why?
There's a reason why I do not speak to my father. There's a reason why he has long since been separated from this family, and there are reasons why I prefer to keep that private. I'm sorry to say this, but Deus is not a good man.
He didn't seem like he was gonna hurt me or my friends in any way.
I've known him all my life. You've known him for a full 5 minutes.
I'm not saying I trust him, I'm just saying it just feels weird. I went looking for the Temple of Erithus. I didn't necessarily expect to run into him.
See, there is just like this disappointment, but also just like frustration behind it all.
Dante leaning over to Leah. Did I miss something?
Oh, we met Citra's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I happened to speak with Erithus before this happened to be our job, literally moments later. She told me to track him down and bring him to justice. That a man with impure intentions would seek me out. There's another part of this, but I'm not sure if I can talk to you about it, but...
Oh! Dante's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out that... Well, how big was that little thing that I got from the goblin guy?
Stone. It's about size that fits your hand.
You found something?
Oh, yeah. So, before the whole trafficking debacle, I came across something that seems close to might be what we're looking for, but I just can't translate what's on it.
That's the Celsian language it's on it?
No.
No?
It is written in a very particular type of language known as Infernal.
Oh! I can read this!
Oh!
Given Celsium has never really dabbled in infernal language, or on the odd end, due to the fact that they don't have any fucking tieflings en masse around here.
Except for just the two.
This language is almost lost to this nation.
Where did you
know
get
what?
this?
I bought it from some goblin for 5 gold cheaper than he was gonna sell it for. Talking about the original Elysium stone work of some shit.
I wouldn't trust goblins. They can be really conniving, Dante.
I mean, he gave me 5 gold off.
You don't know if he got, 20 or 30 gold off.
Can she actually fully read this, or would this have to be something she has to give to her mom?
You can actually fully read this.
Okay.
As far as what Dante does know, the letterworking is recent, as in, recent carving.
Yeah.
They seem to be coordinates.
Huh.
Oh.
This is not old, this is new.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because the stone, definitely old.
Does she recognize these coordinates in any way?
They do. It's coordinates to a building known as the Blackwater Ring, which
Blackwater Ring?
Yeah. It also comes from an individual that seemingly has a familiar name to you. Carmilla Cadian.
That's the lady. And she's like, she looks to Leo like, that's the lady we're supposed to find. I can't roll that. It's Carmilla?
Yeah, Carmilla.
Carmilla.
This has her coordinates. This is definitely planted.
Maybe she saw me rolling around.
I don't know. We're on a very specific mission here. I'm not here to stay just yet.
Then at least stay here for the night. Say hello to your mother, at least.
Oh, I know. If I don't, I'd rather not deal with that kind of wrath.
It catches on. Listen, it may seem like my concerns are unfounded with my father.
Well, he did explain some of it from his point of view. That he wanted much more for you, rather than you just coming back home with Mom.
If only the slightest part of that story was true.
Huh?
He is a driven person. If you had even the slightest understanding of what the Sun Sand Templars initially were, you would be running the other direction very quickly. And I just don't want you involved with them.
It has to do with the fact that I'm still tiefling. Is that what you're trying to aim at?
No. It has everything to do not just only with me and your mother and you. It has a lot to do with who we are to this nation.
Can you explain this? Because I'm getting really tired of being left in the dark. I am sorry.
The Sunset Templars were zealots when they were first established. Considered to be the ultimate infinite voice of this nation when nobody could trust the Sultanate. However, my father has a fervent belief that we are from the first Sultan. At least the family name is. And the only way to prove that is with the old records of Amun-Ra. And that's why I was sent. That's why I was sent where I was sent.
And how you met Mom. Got it.
He has been after those records for nearly 300 years. I know what kind of man he is.
How old is this?
He's an elf.
Yeah,
he's
I
a
know.
high elf, so he's old.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Listen, I just don't.
No,
I don't.
I appreciate you explaining it further rather than just I'm saying so because I told you so. There are a lot of things that are coming to light to me as of recent, and it's getting really tiring to find out more people know more about who I am or what I am and all this stuff than I will ever know.
If I may, sir, we've dealt with our fair share of shady characters.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
A lot of them.
I being one of them.
Dante, that's...
He's not wrong.
No.
I am sorry for my propensity and all this. It's just...
Safety.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't know anything about those records, so even if he did ask me, I'd have no answer for him.
The problem is that I worry that if he uses you, he'll do it to get to us.
Mm.
And
Well-
that's what I've been trying to avoid for a long time. It's not that I want to hide anything from you. It's just... I don't want anyone getting the better of our family.
I understand that. She's like teetering with like, do I ask him about all the bullshit about Sav and what I am, or do I just leave that alone for now because it's been a fucking long ass day. Well, maybe we should go inside because I don't know about you, I'm getting really cold.
You are inside.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if like
Yeah.
you said a
It's
house
a-
within
it's
a
a
house,
home-
so I
it's a
didn't know
home.
like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
It's
kind of like
Gotta go double
like
inside.
Yeah, like an apartment within a large, much more fancier building.
got it. It's like, well, maybe we should go say hi to Mom before we delay this any longer.
Oh, we don't have to wait too long. She should be back momentarily. She did happen to make a very delightful curry. Something I know that you've probably missed
Citra's
her.
eyes light up for a second there. It's been so long.
Hmm.
Not to brag, but you guys are in for a treat if that's the case.
Oh, I'm looking
I always
forward
love
to it.
trying. I love trying local dishes.
Her love of food came from her mom's cooking. There's a lot to talk about. It's just a little apprehensive of bringing up when and where, is all. But the main situation for us being here is Sweden. Not only because it's the job we've been handed, but Erithis herself told me to do it. And I trust her words.
I trust her too.
If it makes you feel any better, she said it in the sense that it would help me kind of fully realize who I am. So
Well then, I think that this will be a great time to spend, not just only with family, but hopefully with friends as well.
I mean, I'm assuming you guys would like to stay here, and unless, not amongst, I guess, sketchy sun guards.
No, why would I ever want to stay in a palace?
Well, I mean, this isn't the palace, but it's part of it.
It is a palace.
Listen, Citra, I don't think spent a lot of time here specifically. I think she grew up way away from it. For reasons. So
For a lot of my life, I've lived on the road, so staying in a place like this is...
well, I'm glad you guys can come. I'm happy that I have friends to actually bring here.
Yeah.
Aw, Citra. As Dante goes in, like, come on, boy, bring it in.
Are there any booths here, by the way?
We do happen to have some well-quartered wine, as well as some special exports from where we're originally from.
It's not the booze I'm used to. I guess considering that before Bra even mentions the staff experience, he shuts up. Before I
Took a long break.
left Yemen. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were about to mention the whole I died and came back again, Citra would be like...
No. No, he called himself. No, he called himself. He called himself.
Yep.
Alright. Definitely strange friends.
They're good friends.
I can tell. And in that moment, you hear the door in this place open once more, and you can hear the slight moves of what are these heavy burlap sacks and a few other things. It's just like, I'm home.
If Citra can see just like around the corner, she just mage hand that stuff off of her mom. Like, hi.
Citra! As she moves, like, just basically hopping across the furniture and just colliding with you full force. Oh my goodness! You didn't send a letter to tell me! And you sat there and you sat on your laurels to not tell me about anything. I swear. It's just like, I'm sorry, Eloise, I'm sorry. Your father kind of just like backing away.
We all now know who runs this household.
Well then, we have friends, we have family, and hopefully I might be able to have enough in pot just to serve all of you. This is quite the surprise.
Right, you didn't quite get to meet them, so... right, so this is Leodon Farcloud?
A pleasure. As she, like, quickly moves towards you.
Yeah,
and
like-
just, like, grabbing your massive hand. She's still tiny.
It just like with the thumb and the pointer finger, just a pleasure as
Yeah.
well, ma'am.
This is Bura.
Oh,
and
and
meet you.
big, massive hug towards you in your giant armored form.
And this is Dante. These are my
Okay.
friends with the AHS.
Dante does a bow.
As she does a bow as well. I've actually heard a little bit about you, at least from some of the talking before the assault on the Peace Summit, but I am
What?
well, I know that your friend got in trouble not too long before joining, and it was quite the talk.
Technically we all kind of got in trouble.
Yes, but I was told that this one started it, which I do appreciate, don't get me wrong. I like a little bit of excitement in one's life. Just try not to be ridiculous about it again. I prefer that my daughter is alive and safe. You can almost see that there's a level of insanity with that smile, Dante. And
I
the
swear you
eyes
put Chi-Chi in
brighten.
this, Mom. I swear there's like a bit of Chi-Chi in there.
Can I roll to see if even Bra is frightened by her?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Even Speedwagon is afraid.
Okay, I wanna go.
You can tell that this woman, given her physique and her natural, almost acrobatic-like skill, you both can tell that you can try and hit her, there would never be a landing strike. She is too fast, and also there is a tinge of murderous intent under the terms of her daughter being hurt.
Dante,
Bra shivers a little.
Dante, you've got it, ma'am, mistress.
Idlewind.
Idlewind, Miss Idlewind.
Citra doesn't ever call any of her parents by their first name, so it's just Idlewind or Mom and Dad. That's it. So,
Miss
though
Idlewind.
technically, you did actually hear their names at the summit, though they were announced.
They were. Oh God!
I
what's my
think
check
it's so
board?
much that he's nervous. That he's
Citra just
like,
kind of
"Miss
pats his back,
ma'am?"
like, it's okay, you're fine. She's not gonna hurt you.
Dante likes it. And Citra, are you sure about that?
Do you plan to hurt me?
No.
Then you're fine.
Fine, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Death won't come to you in the middle of the night.
Citra just
Wait, what?
whispers. Citra just whispers to Dante, just don't mention your brother. Because he's the one that downed her and kicked the shit out of her fucking ribs last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh. Okay, I'm I don't know if I should apologize on his behalf or...
Oh no, you Meta outside, we did talk about this and you did actually have Dante apologize, but she's like, we didn't know who it was in the first place, so.
Yeah.
The only reason Citra figured it out is because of the sword.
Okay, I won't say anything then.
Yeah.
Well then. Allow me to start preparing some plates and go ahead and have some food.
Yeah.
Also, we do have a special guest joining us tonight. So.
Oh?
Oh?
You'll see. He's been looking forward to meeting you.
Uh-huh.
You can see his...
I've been meeting a lot of new people lately.
Yeah, Tarwin is kind of like
Hello, it's
scratching
me,
the back
the
of his head.
Sultan.
Please God, no.
As-
She's been separated from all of this for so long that the idea of being shoved into this suddenly is terrifying.
As plates are being prepared, as all of you are slowly relaxing inside of the main front room here. The night is about to get very interesting, indeed. As the door opens, another guest has come to arrive, and that is where we're going to go ahead and take a break.
A special
Alright.
someone.
I smell fuckery afoot.
Alright, so, so we're going to take a quick 10-minute, very exciting start of the episode.
Yee.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see Treasure. He's so much fun.
I love my boy. It's nice to pull out his sheep. All right. So that said, 10 minutes. We'll be right back. See you all then.
Bye.
Bye.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! we're back.
We back.
Well,
How's
Yeah.
it going on?
Jade, I'm gonna kick you. Stop!
I'm gonna kick you, dude.
I dare you.
For what?
For what?
Huh? Alright. So Connor is unprepared today.
Yep.
Thank God.
No
Thank
surprises today.
No surprises today. Alright, so let's just jump back into it. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Alright. So, as all of you find yourself within the very warm home of this Idlewind Ticken area, the door opens as a new guest comes to arrive. Entering is this massive Luxodon individual as they are slowly trying to move through this door. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to intrude. It looks like you have already invited some other guests.
Hi.
hello.
Vizier Matama. Good to see that you managed to make it, and apologies for our extra guests. Oh, it's no problem. The more the merrier. As you see the large hand slowly close the door as easily as possible. Oh, look at all of you. You're so lovely.
Luxodons are huge, aren't they?
Yes.
They're elephant people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm, my name is, my name is Vizier Matama El-Fada. I am one of the 6 viziers here within the Sultanate. I am also a close friend with these two, and who might all of you be?
Hi. I'm Citra. I'm their daughter. These are my friends, and
So you're Citra, oh, you're so tiny, as like the big woman as she comes like barreling through the front end, just picks you up by the waist and it's just like, oh my goodness, imagine, look at you, you're just absolutely adorable. It puts you down
she's
like
not
ever
used
so
to being
gently.
picked up like that. She was
Yeah.
stiff as a board, like that.
See as your mother and father are kind of just laughing a bit. Oh, I've heard so many things about you. I've been waiting to meet you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I kind of wanted to venture out for a while. But we're here. These are my friends from the EHS from the Adamantine Bastion.
I've heard a little bit about all of you, especially one of you having gotten into some very deep trouble at one point.
Dante's just getting put on blast.
Just continues and continues and continues.
I'm like, yeah, I almost
Teacher
got
would
trafficked.
go along introducing them again. This is, Leodon, Buddha, Dante. This is just Teacher's just
pleasure.
like, how in trouble is Dante?
Dante's infamous.
Yeah. As she's kind of just like going from one person to the next, and it's just like, it's so lovely to meet you all. And just one after the other. I do apologize. I did not mean to invade a very particular time.
You didn't invade, honestly. This was all pretty sudden on our half, too.
Oh, then, well, I guess surprises are not always bad. Some are very, very good. Well, your mother and father had invited me because we were talking a little bit about the brand new bills that are going to be arriving towards the Sultanate within the next couple of days. They had hoped to take a listen, as some of mine are a bit more on the more provisional side, and well, I guess politics are nothing good when you're talking amongst family and friends.
I'm also not that good on the politics side of things just yet.
I suppose we can always just postpone that until tomorrow morning. Well then, let us all try and sit down and have some proper food and talk for some things. I'd imagine. Let's go. As the big woman is just trying to like maneuver around all of you, she pretty much takes up a majority of the pathway here before finally reaching with what looks like to be a this table that is well fitted for mostly at least 4 or 5 people. It kind of takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
For one person of this size. As she goes to sit down, and as your mother's pulling out plates and bowls, you can smell the faint smell of garlic naan bread and
Oh God, you're gonna kill me now.
thick, heavy smells of a well-spiced curry, as you're all being provided with a well and hearty meal tonight.
When
All
Citra
of
said it
you
was
sit
really
down.
hard to leave, she really meant it. It was really hard to leave.
Ah, yes.
Dante's gonna be staring at this food, just drooling, and
Citra just leans over like, you can eat it, you know?
Dante's gonna do it.
Bro just shoves his head in the food.
Bruh, considering that this is the first time you have eaten since you passed
Mm-hmm.
and was remade as a revenant,
Yeah.
the food is tasteless.
Oh.
Wait, bro just stops midway. He tries licking the food over and over again, but he just can't taste anything. He tries over and over and over again, but he just can't taste anything.
Aw, that's heartbreaking.
He puts his food to his side and says, "I don't think I'm hungry right now," and walks away from the table.
Yeah. As Terwin and Eloise are looking at him curiously,
Sorry,
I hope
he's been through a lot. It's nothing to do with the cooking.
Dante's gonna pipe up. Yeah, he had an accident recently where he burned his tongue, and
There is no need to be coy about this. Our friend is a revenant.
Dante just
They both like damn near choke.
Damn! Okay, Leo!
Just threw him under the bus.
thanks, Leo. We thought we trusted you.
Just threw it! Just...
you can see as the Vizier and Eloise and Taryn all stare at each other, and they look back towards all of you.
Aye, it was a shock to all of us as well. We were all on a job. Things didn't go so well. I was captured by an enemy, and during my rescue, he was destroyed. We all thought he was dead. And at the AHS we saw him back. Returned to us via means of, I think, the Raven Queen?
Yeah.
I think they put it.
As they take a breath, and you see as the Vizier kind of turns towards you, it is not so much the concept of his circumstances. It's more about many of our own personal beliefs and the way that this nation is established. We have had a long history with necromancy. That is why our nation is the way it is. It's a dry wasteland, and the very few boons of life that we do have, we considered ourselves very lucky. While death is sad, and whatever it is that the Raven Queen asks of him, he's still undead. And it's well against our laws.
Just as tieflings were until recently. Gives her a very hard look.
As Terran looks at you, we have made great strides to fix that. But do not speak so fervently of it. I was there when the laws were rewritten.
He is our friend, and he was given back to us very specifically to have a second chance in taking down what ultimately took him down. And that is a very big threat. But they are here with me from the EHS, and we are hunting down another being by the name of Saviden. And I'm not, I don't mean to be defiant, but I'm not going to budge on any kind of moves against my friend. We're lucky enough to have any more time with him as it is. He's kept me alive on more than one occasion.
This is a very pious country. What could be more holy than becoming a champion of a god? No matter what that entails.
You can see as both the Vizier and your father kind of just take a breath. You see as Elise, as she puts a hand on both of them. There are, without a doubt, very biases within this nation, and I think we have done a lot to try and correct things for the modern day. And given your friend's circumstances, given that you had done everything to help these people as well as our own, our judgment shouldn't be so passive, you two. I understand our history does affect perception. I consider myself extremely lucky to have lived as long as I have within this nation as well, under its circumstances before the changing of the laws, but those judgments were not without trial. As you can see, as Atama kind of just puts the spoon down with like one of the very dainty fingers,
just the teensiest of spoons.
Thick spoon into the.
Leo knows that feel.
Yeah, into the finished bowl of curry. It's not that I don't like necromancy. It's just we know it's dangerous. But if what is said is true, and your friend is an ally of the Raven Queen, well, I see no reason to judge him. He looks like a kind soul who was taken far too soon.
Exactly. And he's my friend. He's no danger to any of us.
kinder than he lets on.
I won't be able to do what I have to do here without him anyway, so... Not trying to be disrespectful, but this is something I won't budge on either.
On the concept of Saviden, it's not a name that I often hear a lot about, given whatever it is that they do. I'm well and aware that they have traversed through Celsium a couple of times, but never in any malicious way, as far as reports go.
No. And I will admit, Erithus' message wasn't exact, but a lot of it did line up with what Saviden was explained to be right after hearing her message. That a person with impure intentions would approach me, and I'm not gonna lie, after what you've told me about a few things, I'm not so sure, but Saviden is our best lead, and he is technically the target we're hunting down currently.
The mother begins to pipe up. That leads us to another issue then. Where do you think you'll be able to find him?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We just got here, so we don't have a lot of leads currently.
As Carwyn speaks over, were you able to glean anything off of the visit with Deus?
Aside from him wanting to offer the... what's it called? The Sun Sand Templars. Sun Sand Templars. He was very quick to ask if we could use them for help on it. I'm also, like, drawing a little bit of blank. I'm sorry, my brain's a little mush right now.
He did note that there was some search effort to try and find Saviden, and the last that anyone had heard of any movements of either undead or otherwise had made their way to Zanzibar.
Ah. Yeah. Well, I guess the only lead would be Zanzibar currently, from what he told us. He also seemed rather happy to meet me. Or at least that's what I could see.
As the word Zanzibar kind of comes up, there is this slight pause with your mother, and then the Vizier as well. As the Vizier stands up, I feel like that this might be a bit more of the personal side, so I do apologize, but I might need to take my leave.
Could you not mention my friend's situation to anybody else, please?
I will respect his privacy.
Thank you.
As we slowly, once again, kind of bumble through the small apartment area made solely for humans, mostly, managing to get towards the door. And Bora, are you closer to the door, or are you just outside the door?
I'm outside the door.
As the door opens, you see the large Luxodon woman as she stands right before you. Oh, so sorry.
It's fine, really.
I hope that find whatever it is you're looking for. Or
He looks back.
It is you're looking for.
He looks back at Citra, Leonon, and Dante. I already have.
Oh.
As she pats your shoulder, I'm glad you found it, thing. Quickly closing the door and then slowly making their way back into the palace.
Then Bro remarks, I guess it sucks that I can't drink booze anymore, though.
I feel so bad for him. That's awful.
No.
Wait, does that mean the weed has no effect either?
I mean, does it?
Oh no!
Find out.
Oh, no!
Bro,
How are we supposed to have a huge hot box?
that makes shit. Uh-oh. Save them next session, but oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Alright. As the 5 of you are left within this room, so as you are well and aware, Citra, I am originally from Zanzibar.
I know.
And it is a difficult place to get to, but not impossible. Traversing through tides of sand and high mountains is not exactly
Easy.
easy.
Yeah.
But the real question is, why would this Sveden head to the City of Tales?
I'm not entirely sure, but piecing together what I've been hearing on both sides, I don't want to speak ill of someone I barely know. But isn't that what he sent Dad over that way in the first place for?
As Terwin kind of scratches the back of his neck.
Naive. I know I am, because I don't know a lot.
And I think you should make a choice here. Much to how I do not like my father-in-law, as much as Tyrion does not like his. There is a way in that I know that can be less daunting than others. And whilst we can temporarily leave our duties here, we can get you to Zanzibar.
Before we do, there was another we should be seeking out up by the name of Carmilla, and it was what, the Black Ring or something like that?
The Blackwater Ring.
Blackwater Ring, and she'd hand a little object to her mom, because it's also an infernal, so I don't want to just walk directly into what... I'm sorry, I can't help but have that small voice in the back of my head feel like maybe Savita may not be the one approaching me with impure intentions now, and it might be my own grandfather. I just need to get that out of my head and out in the air now.
It's not an impossibility given his intention.
No, but if that's the case, that makes things a lot harder, considering that Erith's words were strictly bring them to justice.
You can see that there's a lot of thinking. The only way to actually truly understand their motives is to catch them when they're not putting on a performance, I say.
And how do we go about doing that? I'm not great at lying. I don't like lying either.
Well, it's a good thing we taught you not to. I think the best option is to find whoever this Camilla might be, to start with.
Well, I mean, she is, from what I've been told, an associate of our boss, so... And she reached out to us in a very odd way, so... I would say that's a sign.
On the odd end, if we manage to figure out what it is that Deus is planning, is now the pieces have been revealed.
Some of them, anyway.
Everyone's trying to make their way to the tomb of Amun-Ra.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it was really nice meeting her, and she did immediately accept me as her grandchild. She was pretty happy to meet me.
Erithus has always been very kind to us.
Yeah. And she said that I am supposed to be the change for Celsium. No pressure, so...
She's kind of pressure-inducing. Don't get me wrong, I've spoken to her on several different occasions over my years. I think she guided me to the right path in one way. And now I have a family. One that I want to protect.
I know, Dad. I know. There's another part of this that I'm not sure I want to say, but... The more secrets we've had, the worse things have gotten. And she looked towards where Buddha... Well, it would be, but you know. We went up against an archfey named Igwolf, and it went poorly, as you can see. And she had mentioned that if I bring this person to justice, not only will we get answers to dealing with her, who... She's very dangerous, to the point where, you know, now the gods are stepping in. But to help me fully realize who I am and not be so broken.
And your parents look at each other and look back towards you. Almost curiously looking about the word broken.
I know what I am. And you... I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Something happened when I was little, and you put another part of me away.
You begin to say these words. Time stops just for another moment.
Oh boy.
I thought we talked about this.
We did. That these secrets are getting dangerous.
We were doing so well.
What?
I don't trust them.
They're our parents.
Yet they still did what they did. And if they have even the slightest inclination that I am out, this can turn very quickly. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm asking you to wait.
Wait for what? What I saw beyond the wall?
Yes. When the answers become clear.
Okay. Alright. Citra just wants to get this done and over with. She's so tired of, like, holding shit back. She's not angry with Sav or anything. She's just tired.
As Sav kind of walks behind the two. In this moment, there are things to be said and times for tongues to be bitten. Do not let this happen again. I am asking.
Alright. She's like slightly disappointed, but she's not gonna fight Sav. She doesn't want to. She wants things to finally be out in the open so badly. So how far did she then get to say whatever she was saying before Sav actually like stopped her, I guess?
You said, I know what I am.
Yeah.
As that sentence finally comes out, and
I'm guessing to everyone else, it's like she kind of like dazed out for a second.
yeah.
She just kind of like rubbed her eye, just like right over her eye, just like, I'm sorry. I'm just really tired.
I understand. We know what you are too. You're
You
a
do.
daughter.
Yeah.
Most beloved flower in a very, very dry land.
That was really sweet, but she's like, oh boy, don't make this embarrassing, Dad.
I'm sorry, looking towards Dante and Leodon. Either which way, we could assist in many different ways, and if you desire to go take our hand in this matter, we are more than happy to.
Well, to be fair, I was trying to avoid dragging you into any of this. I know you're busy and things.
Ellie says she reaches out towards your hand. You're not dragging us into anything. Please let us help, at least.
Okay. You I can trust, so.
Hear the slight chuckle behind the voice of Sav at that word.
Yeah, Citra just keeps kind of like rubbing at her eye a little bit. Just to, if anything, I think she's just trying to like let the other two know that she is like that's technically like Sav's little like sign. Like whenever he's speaking up, she can definitely feel it, but it's almost like a headache.
Does Dante see this? Or understand it?
Like the eye wipe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always through the eyes, so.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna throw it inside anyways. Yeah, 23, Dante knows.
Dante knows shit.
Dante knows.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well then, as to the best of our ability, at least we have a couple of guest rooms here. Put you all up for the night, and then whatever it is you might be looking for, you'll be able to do so in the morning, right?
I mean, she'd look
Right.
at the rest of them like, if you don't mind staying here.
In a palace? Oh,
She's saying it sarcastically, obviously.
they'll know I'm so used to the road.
We all are.
Well then, I'll go ahead and start preparing some beds. And, Taryn, I believe you'll be doing dishes tonight. I fucking hate doing dishes. Gets up and starts taking the dishes away.
Boy.
God. As the home gets slowly cleaned, and there's a bit of there's a bit of propensity within the air, but it seems like this conversation has gone in a very beneficial direction. As the cold night begins to take, Bora, do you happen to go back inside at any point?
Yeah, he goes back inside.
Alright.
Buddha getting everybody with the feels.
This was a field, so I didn't expect fields.
Here's some more feels.
As the night comes to a close, and there's a bit of time to spend with each other, you're more than welcome to.
I think Citra might step outside for a moment, though, to kind of clear her head, because it is frustrating. And she hasn't used her boomerang yet, so she's just kind of throwing it purely out of frustration and curiosity, because she's never gotten to use it yet.
Make me a random attack roll.
Just a regular d20, I guess? Or just roll the boomerang?
Roll the boomerang.
22.
22? You throw it a couple of times out to where it wouldn't initially return before it right back into your hand. And you have so much fun just like skipping it and throwing it and it just going back out and around.
Getting more fancy with it, just jumping around with it.
But somewhere in between all that tossing, it hits something and you hear a large "Ow!"
Oh. She immediately, like, her heart throws out of her chest and then immediately runs towards it, not away. Don't you? No! Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
As you see, just kind of, as it does end up back into your hand, you can see just a random brass blade just, like sword has fallen to the ground, shield is dropped, and he's just like being racked in the head because it's just a large ping!
She'd run up to him and just immediately, I'm sorry, and just immediately gives him, like, a cure wounds or whatever.
Oh no, fuck me. Shit.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Damn it. God, I can't. For one night. Alright.
He gets 4 healing damage.
Okay. As, it's just like, You're a new face.
Oh, I'm the Idlewinds' daughter. I haven't been here in a while.
Idlewind?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Isn't that nice?
I am so sorry.
No, it hurts a bit, just bumping the head.
I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I was just getting used to it.
Oh no, it's fine. Rushdaya, by the way.
Citra.
It's good to meet you.
Good to meet you
Just
too.
like shakes your hand. Oh gosh. Yeah, you definitely look like your mom.
Oh, thanks.
A little bit more on the brighter side, though. She's a little bit more on that sand gray.
Yeah. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, no, I'll be fine. It's not easy getting around here, especially with everyone having eyes on you.
What do you mean by that? You're a guard.
Yes,
No.
I am.
No. I caught that.
Let's just say I am the most unimportant person in this palace.
I don't feel I can trust that term.
Make an insight check.
I'll give her guidance with this because she's like, sus. Where's the insight? And then, what was it before? Okay, well, it's 14.
Getting pringed along the head, having taken off the helmet, he's a very pretty human man. Long hair, kind of well kept. He wouldn't look like a normal brass blade, where a lot of them look a lot more rougher than usual. And from what you can tell, this armor set doesn't fully fit him. And by the way he's moving, it's like he's trying to sneak out.
Why are you sneaking around?
I just want to go out to the city just for a little bit. I'm cooped up in here all the time, and
Well, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I get it.
Okay. Thank you. Just don't tell anybody, right?
Yeah. I'm still so
Awesome.
sorry about hitting you in the head.
No, it's fine. It's just, and he grabs the helmet and just, tries to shove it back on. Just, I was never here.
You might want to make the outfit a little bit more convincing.
I would imagine nobody would bother me like this. No, whatever.
She's blunt.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Citra.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
What is he, Andy Sandberg?
He quickly makes his escape out.
She'll return like, that was the strangest person I've met so far, and I've met a lot of strange people.
Yeah. Anybody else in the party who wish to interact among themselves?
Nah, Bro's pretty distraught right now, so he's somewhat glad to have friends, but at the same time still pretty distraught about.
You can't really enjoy the other...
Yeah, you can't enjoy food and possibly possibly the weed.
Especially the weed.
Do we even try?
Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. Technically, Leo, bought, a whole stash of it.
I can't enjoy it.
Bought a bunch of it.
That was the one part I forgot. Sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, Citra would return, just one feeling a little stupid for not being a little bit more careful about it. She wasn't even trying, and she headshot someone.
It was a 22. It was bound to hit somebody.
She wasn't aiming at anybody.
It's a boomerang. It can hit anybody. Trust me.
Alright. I guess Dante's gonna go knock lightly on whichever door is Bruh's.
Okay. On one of the doors, where you guys have been given a guest area, you knock on the door just ever so politely.
Does he answer?
Does Burra answer?
Yeah. Bro answers.
Okay.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it is, but at least I'm alive.
At least you're alive. Do we even try the Jormungandr grass?
If I can't taste food, Dante, then I probably can't enjoy it. I'm not taking the risk right now.
Okay.
Enough emotional damage has been done.
Do you need anything? Do you want to break a plate, maybe?
Nah, I'm not that angry right now. I don't know. I mean, all this time I used to smoke a lot to pass the time, but I don't know how I'm going to pass the time now.
Well, I mean, you can pass the time with me. I can teach you some card games. I promise I won't cheat.
Sure. Got nothing else better to do.
Says the rogue. Says the rogue whose goddess is also a goddess of trickery.
Alright, I'm gonna teach you a fun game called Cambria.
Alright.
I have no idea what that is, but sure. Let's do it.
Alright, let's play Cambria. I'll send you what that game is, but it's a fun game.
Alright. As spend a bit of time teaching Burra a new card game. Dante and Burra spending time together. Leodon, what would you be doing?
Well, if no one stops him...
I mean, Citra is just out front throwing a boomerang and nearly annihilating someone's head, so...
This is Leo's first time in, like, a huge castle or palace or anything like this. So he'd probably just be roaming around.
Okay. Given that you are here with permission, especially as a dignitary, kind of just walk along the palace, and you find that this place is just built on well-placed stone, bright colors that just fill the entirety of the area. You hit what looks to be like not just only the outside but also the inside with what looks like to be this open centered garden with even more beautiful desert plants and what looks like to be this massive tree that seemingly despite all odds continues to grow. The rest of the palace is quite normal, but still very extravagant. But given the nature of either the Sultanate or the way that things have changed over the past several years, it's not super extravagant. Like, there's no gaudiness to it. Everything looks a little bit more subdued, a bit more well-balanced, and almost humbled.
Would there be anything of, say, religious significance in here that would...
There are various symbols that often reflect back to Erithus, especially as for that religious idea. But it would usually be pretty uncommon to not see a rather massive mesh of different gods, especially for the southern countries. But for here, it's seemingly Erithus has a massive foothold that pervades the entirety of this nation. So, you do run across either a statue here or there, the holy symbol design very frequently with the paintings and carvings on many of the walls and various sconces that line the hallways here. Yeah, as far as religion goes, it's very Erithus based.
Well, after a while, Leo's curiosity would be satisfied, and he'd probably return up to where he would be staying for the night.
We did hear a massive ping of metal and a screamed "ow" for a moment.
And then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I would recognize that as Citra's voice.
Yeah.
She's just returning now, by now, just hanging her head, just like, I'm an idiot.
When I see her?
Yeah, after what looks like to be a somewhat well unfitted brass blade walking away and a very defeated Citra.
She was just trying to get her frustration out, and she still somehow does harm.
What happened there?
Did she see him coming?
Yeah, he's just approaching. He's coming up to you.
She just, like, pause, look from the floor up. Oh. She just hold up the boomerang. I wasn't aiming at anybody, I just hit a guard in the head. Or at least it looked like a guard.
You never have used that thing all that much.
Well, I did in the beginning, but after the whole summit thing, I left it back at the EHS to get that same spell on it, like your axes have. And she'll, like, throw it and catch it again. It's kind of nice not have to chase after it.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, it's pretty now.
For sure.
It's, like, got gold stuff on it. She'd, like, show it to him.
Yeah.
Just...
May I?
Yeah, go for it.
He'll hold his hand out for the boomerang.
And she'll hand it to him.
And he'll wing it out into the somewhere where there's open space. He doesn't want to repeat what just happened.
Well, it's a ranged weapon, so I think you can use it as a ranger. So it'd be like a +6 if you want to roll a d20 on it.
Apparently I'm not all that great with it either. That's a 13.
13? As you go out to, like, an open area and you just toss it as hard as you can in the right angle, it just goes... And then by the time it starts making its way back around, it does hit the ground at some point, and it just... right back into Citra's hand.
It takes some practice.
It certainly does. I didn't get as good as with my hand axes as I am now without a little bit of practice.
Growing up, I didn't have a lot I could do, purely out of safety, so this was one of my enjoyments. That and the flute.
Fair enough. Guess it makes sense. My mother and father had me training to earn my keep.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of similar to my stepdad. I think.
I like it goes.
You're not there. I thought the group
You're
was
not there.
again.
It's okay, it's fine. I just...
Again.
Citra's soul left her body. She's done.
My bad. But yeah.
God, I wish I had that button where, like, I could scream and then disappear.
No, I wanted to say everything to them, but I still can't.
Oh, about...
Sav still wants me to wait. And I have a feeling it has everything to do with whatever that form of me that I saw beyond those walls. He doesn't trust him. I'm so tired of secrets.
I know the feeling.
I didn't mean for that white lie, but I'm also not lying. I am tired. I also hope that guard is okay.
I think you'll be fine. One boomerang to the head.
You say that, but I can hit pretty hard.
Well, he looked like he walked away at the very least.
Yeah. What are you doing out here?
Just got a little restless, I guess. Kind of bored.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. Just... It's exciting seeing new places again is all. I wanted to go exploring.
Well, welcome to Excelsium. It's pretty dry, but it's pretty in its own way.
I'll say.
I'm actually didn't grow up here specifically. I grew up in a whole other area, so that's why I seem a little lost sometimes.
I was wondering.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's fine. Well, on top of throwing lessons, I could probably teach you how to pathfind if that's what you'd like.
Yeah, I appreciate that, actually.
Having a good sense of direction is key for a nomad like myself.
Well, considering that I get lost in libraries, that would be a definite help.
I can't help you with libraries. Yeah, have to understand the Dewey Decimal System for that one.
I just can't get my general directions right. I just walk into things, and usually it's never a good thing.
Well... We find ourselves in trying circumstances all the time, but we've managed to get through most of them.
That is true. I just really hope this whole mission doesn't end the same way the last one did. And I'm hoping to be a benefit to you guys rather than just being lost all the time.
You are never a detriment to us, Citra.
Thanks. I'm trying to.
I mean it.
I know. I'll get there eventually.
I know you will.
But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna find answers to this Igwolf thing, and we'll be closer and closer to just having our basic freedom returned to us, and just stop being told what to do.
That's what I like.
I literally only left my country to explore and know more about the world. Not this, so.
I went to go find the far clouds, and
we did.
Well, I've done that.
Shove and kiss already.
And she throws the boomerang with such divine.
Bro's not there. He's not there. He's not there.
The houses have windows, damn it! Okay. I'm gonna kill both of you, I swear to Bob.
Man,
We both beat up bruh. How romantic.
Don't tell me. I can see what you're saying in those chats, Jade.
I know. I was just trying to be meta about it.
It is getting late, though. We should probably head in because it gets really cold. And I can't fit in your jacket. We've already figured that out. So.
Not anymore. Not the shorter one.
It's still like a ginormous blanket terror. Think about it.
It's true. Alright, well, I suppose we'll hit the hay and then get on with our tasks tomorrow.
Yep. Gonna go find one of Azur's friends, at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, good night, Citra.
Good night, Leo.
As she's walking away, can I...
What?
That thing she said about Sav, can I insight that?
She did explain it once, that when she saw her parents after the summit, she tried to ask it, and Sav vehemently told her to stop. But that's as far as that went.
He just looks at the back of her head. And he narrows his eyes slowly, sort of remembering what she said in that prophetic dream. That someone would have ill intentions for her.
Oh.
And he wonders. And then he'll return to his room.
As the night comes to a close, as all of you finishing up your Cambria game and find yourselves resting in nice beds and warm blankets.
What?
No.
Dracula! No.
Vampires!
Shit, we're in Curse of Strahd, y'all.
It is very hard for me living in a Celsium.
A faint feeling in the air. Citra, on your sleep, I need you to make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Not safe. Okay. That's a whole 11.
As you are resting, a slight burning feeling comes from your abdomen. As a flare of anger and pain is awoken. As almost like seeing different visions. As there is a individual currently with a blade standing over you in your stomach, cloaked in shadow and darkness. As Sav comes to scream awake. That fear, that vision that originally had come from childhood has now come to you again. And this time as an adult.
This is actually happening. This isn't in a dream.
This is actually happening.
Okay, yeah, she definitely scream in pain and fear.
Does Dante hear this?
Does Bra hear this?
Bruh, the good news is about being undead is that you don't sleep.
Fuck, that's another one? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Green Bra is suffering. Literally.
As you hear screaming coming from Citra's room, as you, Leodon, being observant, you are awoken, eyes shot open. Dante, I just need you to roll a perception check for me.
It's snoring.
Citra, this would be the
Citra!
18.
Oh, thank God.
You're also awoken in a matter of a moment as you hear the hard and violent screams of Citra coming from her room as well, as all of you are violently just trying to move your way through. Citra, this figure as it stands over you, pulling close. You should have never come back. As the blade pulls out and to make another attack. I will note what that damage is next week.
What? Oh. Oh no, Citra!
Teacher's dead, y'all. That's
Holy
it.
fuck.
Roll credits.
Assassination attempt.
Hey, if you die, you can bargain for the Raven Queen.
I can put a good word in for it.
Yep.
I mean, Bra has some brand new abilities, especially as a Revenant.
That is
if you,
true.
check your...
But he just can't enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
'cause he doesn't have
that's
one.
the unfortunate price you have to pay.
His new ability is knowing the game Cambrio.
He just starts throwing cards like
Alright.
Gambit.
Alright, so that's where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's game. Woo!
Shit.
Ooh, spooky.
Leo was sus the whole time.
Boss music starts playing. What have you done? What have you done?
So, that being said, we're gonna go ahead, jump onto some relatively quick announcements, and then we'll be heading off. Yeah. So, first and foremost, I do not have any real announcements, as I have been extremely busy with editing How to Be an Adventurer, and also dealing with other stuff as well. I'm very downtrodden, so let's just note that. So if you want any updates about streams and stuff like that, hey, check out my Twitter. Quite luckily, Blue has been making some very wonderful art for my stream announcements.
There's just going to be so many by the end of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing you.
I have probably one or two more in mind.
Is one of them the Christmas one?
No.
Okay.
I talked to Neo about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you do that. That's woof. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So quickly move it over to Blue. Hey now.
Maybe dead. Anyway, no. Hi, it's Blue Casanate on Twitter. I don't really have much going on. A lot of stuff has been going on my side of the neck of the woods, but everything's okay now. Just keep an eye out for more art. I am gonna actually officially now post all the new outfits and whatnot on my account, so keep a lookout for that, and also on the D6 Twitter page, I'll also reblog those as well.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, next up. Connor.
Hi, I'm Distortion Devil. I play Leodon, the Furbolg Ranger. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Watch out, because the Treasure Hunter Conclave for the Rangers in production still. Working some kinks out because I Googled the Treasure Hunter Conclave for the Ranger, and someone already made it and used a lot of ideas that I had. So I'm like, okay,
Nice.
time to rework this.
That's cool. That's great.
That's
You got this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Next up is Jade. How you know?
Hey, Jade the Firefox, who plays Dante, your changeling rogue paladin. Escaped trafficking today. How was that?
Proud of you.
Anyways, how's the airplane food? The only thing I got is commissions are open. DM me DM me for pricing on Twitter. Twitter's gonna be the best place you can contact me.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, our returning and good friend, Daito.
Yo, this is Daito Mandachi, the Revenant, Half-Orc, Samurai, and Bra. For me, I dropped a new episode of KWC featuring Demon Bowman, so give that a look. Look when you get the chance. Also, I am streaming again this week. Maybe not Monday. I'm still undecided. But I'll most likely resuming streams either Monday or Wednesday. And still, I won't be streaming Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I think I'm going to be playing that game off stream. I'll be more than likely streaming a new game. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Nothing else pressing?
Except wounds.
Alright. Well then. I thank you all once again for joining us and hanging out with us. We hope you stay safe out there. We love you, and as always, see you next Sunday.
See you next.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Later.